was being a little bit too fiery with Jonathan, but right now I just feel immense gratitude in my heart because I'm the mayor of the jury and I'm just really, really excited. I'm gonna vote for the best person on 50 because I want this to be the greatest season ever.
And a bit cooler and breezy across the Upper Peninsula for your Thursday, but we have lots of sunshine, temperatures into mid-70s and lower 80s.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, an exchange student from France gets inspired by Escanaba's art scene and is now set for an internship with the National Opera of Paris. Plus, more on how a church in Harvey is getting kids in need ready to head back to school with hundreds of backpacks to give out this weekend. And more details on the food assistance programs available at Marquette's Farmers Markets. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Welcome in. A first look at your forecast. We continue to see lots of sunshine. Really, the only thing that's going to change is that cloud cover and maybe the temperatures, just depending where you're at. It's really going to feel like a nice summer day down to Iron River, Iron Mountain. Those temperatures should reach the lower 80s. We'll be stuck into that mid-70s just because of that northern breeze throughout most of the day. But it's going to feel really nice, not going to feel too humid. Some of those things do change as we get closer to the weekend, so I'll have those full details coming up in just a few short minutes.
Kelly, thank you very much. 4 years ago, a foreign exchange student from Paris, France, visited Escanaba, and he says the experiences he had during his stay changed the trajectory of his life. Our Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons has the story.
I didn't really have anything planned for college and career. I didn't really have an idea of what I wanted to do.
But that changed when Paul Buckschmidt arrived in Escanaba, where he stayed in the home of DDA director Craig Warple.
Craig's sister asked me if I wanted to help her on the play that she was doing, and she was doing the lights for the Putnam County Spelling Bee musical. I said yes, and I really enjoyed it.
He loved working with local theater group Players to Knock at the Boniface Theater so much that he quickly found other productions to join.
Was on Sister Act at the high school. I was doing the lights, but I also got on stage. I was the Pope. That was a very fun production. I did a Circus Olympus back at the Boniface doing lights. WCKY was a murder mystery in a radio station. It was the Bark River High School show, but they didn't have a theater, so they came here.
Thanks to each of those shows, workshops he attended, and mentorship he received, Paul discovered a career path that's right for him.
When I got back in France, I finished high school, and then I went to art and culture college management. I've been doing a lot of internships, working on productions in some shows, and I've been doing public relations also in museums and stuff like that.
And this fall, he's set to start an internship at the National Opera of Paris.
I'm going to be in charge of the auditions for the orchestra. It's a very big place. I'm just going to meet a lot of people. And it's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be very fun and very interesting.
Paul credits his time in Escanaba and the people he met during his stay with guiding him toward a bright future in the arts.
If I hadn't come here, I probably wouldn't be where I'm today, so I'm very grateful for that. Just a lot of people that helped me. It just inspired me to be what I am today, so I'm very happy about that.
Reporting in Escanaba, Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News.
With the new school year around the corner, Silver Creek Church is holding its 20th annual backpack and school supply giveaway event this Saturday. WZMQ's Andrew Hans has more.
Back to school can be exciting and daunting at the same time. For parents, this comes with spending potentially hundreds in supplies in the weeks leading up, with hand-me-downs and reusage being a common way out of it. For 2 decades now, Silver Creek Church has increasingly grown its mission to aid in this process as much as they can, with their annual Backpack SOS or Support Our Students event. Starting off in 2006 with about 40 backpacks to hand out, this weekend 900. This year will also include a partnership with Convoy of Hope, able to provide additional hygiene kits, food, and household items.
Just so many things that people are going to be able to access all in one place at one time in a drive-up event. They can stay in the car, get what they need, and really it's a great opportunity.
Taylor says with the church's experience in its Feeding America drive-up events, directions for Saturday should be quick and organized. Once families arrive, they'll provide the grades of their children along with their needed supplies to receive a selection of items based on age.
So there'll be several lines in our parking lot where people will be able to pull in and know exactly where they're supposed to be. And their children will be able to pick their backpacks from their vehicles.
The church says planning for the project is a year-round effort, and after 20 years of holding it, it's all part of an outgoing service to its neighbors.
We're told in Scripture that we should love our neighbor as ourselves, and that's literally what we're doing. We're serving the needs of our community.
Backpack SOS will take place in the Silver Creek Church parking lot on Saturday morning from 9 to 11. Andrew Hands, WZMQ 19 News, Harvey.
With 2 locations each week, the Marquette Farmers Market also offers a list of payment options, including food assistance benefits. As a reminder, these include food as medicine and UP Fresh Food Access vouchers, which can be handed directly to a vendor as payment. SNAP or EBT bridge cards and double-up food bucks are also welcome. These can be swiped at the market's information booth for tokens, which can be traded and used for certain items, depending on the type of assistance available. While tokens do not expire, vouchers will expire at the end of September. The market manager says these extra payment options benefit both sides of the table each week.
On one fold, it provides more access to food to people who may not have that normal access to fresh local food. And then on the other hand, we have our farmers who are benefiting from it because it increases their sales and makes it so that they can support themselves.
We'll have more information about the market's assistant benefit options on our website, WZMQ19.com. State Senator Ed McBroom has represented the UP for more than a decade. Now that he's term limited, 2 candidates are set for the November ballot to carry that work forward. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy sat down with the Republican nominee about what comes next.
Last week's primary election decided Representative Dave Preston will be the Republican nominee for the 38th District State Senate seat in Lansing. He says the race for him has never been about party lines, but about keeping strong advocates for the Upper Peninsula in Lansing.
We're all on this ship together, and whether it stays afloat or sinks, it's up to us.
Preston calls his campaign a continuation of the region's long fight for energy and healthcare policy built around the UP's needs. He points to his work on bipartisan natural gas legislation in the House as proof he can get results across the aisle.
The partisanship that exists today, if we allow it to invade the Upper Peninsula and our discussions, we will lose.
Preston says that partisan divide cannot get in the way, with some voters backing him and Democrats in other races on the same ballot. He faces Democrat Kelly Van Genhoven in November for the seat McBroom is leaving behind.
These corrections officers are living a career that is not meant for a lifetime. I've said it before, every shift when tension and stress is so high, where your head is on a swivel, takes a little bit of your humanity away from you every day.
Preston says fixing that system will be a top priority, no matter who wins in November. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
Kelly Rowland has your first warning weather forecast after the break. Plus, it was a big primary day across the U.S. yesterday. We'll have a recap. And Poland has been a steadfast ally of Ukraine since the Russian invasion. But could that bond be shifting? We'll be right back after this.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
It's game day in the UP. When the cans are empty and the boxes stack up, don't trash it, recycle it. Recycle 906 accepts cans, cardboard, plastics, and more from across the Upper Peninsula. Game on, recycle on.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
Ready to have a ball today, Kelly?
You better be. Sterling K. Brown. Plus, it's pink. What's up? And Bridgerton's Yaron Ha. I love this season. This is my favorite one. And every time y'all get me. Shonda knows what she's doing. Next, Kelly, you love singing R&B music, right?
Man, look here, man. Y'all ain't gonna get Brown in front of Pink and Kelly Clarkson.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ CBS. The UP State Fair returns to Escanaba August 17th through the 23rd, and it's bigger, better, and more exciting than ever. From thrilling rides to mouthwatering food to championship livestock shows and toe-tapping grandstand entertainment, there's something for everyone at Michigan's only State Fair. Don't miss a moment. August 17th through 23rd at the UP State Fairgrounds in Escanaba. Visit upstatefair.net for schedules, tickets, and more. WZMQ TV19 is proud to be a reserved champion sponsor of the UP State Fair.
We know you're wondering, what's Jack's crew up to now? Our barbecue is smoking. Plates all week, big platters on the weekends, including our mouth-watering, award-winning ribs. Friday nights, dive into the Drunken Fisherman with unique sauces you won't find anywhere else. Our soup and salad bar is open now. A meal on its own, or add it to any entree. Stop in and see what we're up to next. Jack's Restaurant, Main Street in Rapid River.
Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News. Now, from the 19 News Forecast Center, this is WZMQ 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
And welcome back. Things are pretty quiet, so before we get into the local forecast, I wanted to recap a system that happened yesterday, and it was originally just what seemed like a major line of showers and storms, but the Storm Prediction Center has actually confirmed this as a derecho. Still preliminary confirmation, but it started in Iowa, moved through Illinois, Indiana, most of Ohio, kind of stalled out once it got to Kentucky, West Virginia, and Tennessee, but this was a multi-state type of storm, which it doesn't happen quite often, but when derechos do happen, you can get things like we had yesterday of 99-mile-per-hour wind gust report into Gary, Indiana. Multiple cars flipped over just from the wind in Ohio. Lots of things can come just from wind damage, and the definition of a derecho from the National Weather Service is a long-lived, widespread windstorm, but it's produced by severe thunderstorms, and there's a lot of criteria that has to happen for it to actually be named a derecho, and it's continuous wind gusts of at least 58 miles per hour, and it has to happen for most of that path. That also has to be at least 240 miles. And when you have those severe wind reports, they have to have at least or no more than 1 hour in between them to show that it was from the same storm and it wasn't one that redeveloped from it. So it has to show the continuity and all those things that come together to produce all of those very impactful things. And the last time the Upper Peninsula had a derecho was back in 2020, the 17th and 18th of July. When it comes to the different types of damaging winds, most people would think either from a tornado, straight line winds, or there's even things called downbursts, and it's really not either of these, kind of a mixture in between of straight line winds and downbursts. Because it is such a major system, it does get, of course, that category of its own. You still have to take these things very seriously, and it's kind of hard to tell that it's a derecho in the moment because this was an all-day event that happened yesterday. But bringing it back here locally to recap here today, 78 degrees, that average is 75. This was another near perfect day, perfect in quotations in terms of the statistics and where we should have been for the numbers. So pretty seasonal day yesterday and today. Also on the quiet side, this is your first warning weather futurecast. Sticking with the sunshine for the most part, which we will take it. Lots of outdoor events to kind of wrap up summertime pretty soon. And we'll continue a lot of the same into the weekend. The only thing that's going to change other than the clouds moving in and out is the comfortability of the dew point. It is going to get sticky for the weekend. So enjoy all these conditions now where the winds are calm, the dew point is low, and we keep that rain out of the mix because it is perfect for all of those things, kind of like the farmer's market that we had today. The muggy meter does show that humidity is going to rise once we get to Saturday, and especially Saturday afternoon when people are probably out and about. Just stay hydrated because sometimes that can sneak up on you when it's just the humidity. It doesn't seem all that concerning because we have those cooler temperatures. We should keep it to mostly sunny skies going into Monday, maybe some showers reintroduced back into the area come Tuesday, Wednesday.
Kelly, thank you again. Key matchups are set for November after some high-stakes primaries last night. Races between progressive and establishment ended in mixed results with a nail-biter for Democrats in Wisconsin. Republicans are also headed to a runoff for the South Carolina Senate nomination. Jared Hill reports from New York.
Wisconsin, it is a very good day.
In a very close Wisconsin Democratic primary for governor, CBS News projects moderate Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley over Democratic Socialist Francesca Hong, who had been polling well.
We may not agree on every policy. We may not use the same labels, but we all want safe communities, strong schools,
affordable health care.
Crowley is now set to face Republican Congressman Tom Tiffany in November. Tiffany has already received President Trump's backing. In South Carolina, appointed incumbent Senator Darlene Graham, sister of late Republican Senator Lindsey Graham, is headed for a runoff in a test of President Trump's endorsement.
South Carolina and President Trump need a leader who's tough, principled, and will fight to advance our conservative values in Washington.
CBS News projects Graham will face off against Republican Congressman Ralph Norman later this month after falling short of an outright 50% majority in Tuesday's special primary contest.
I want everybody to unite and come with us because we've got the right message. I've got a great resume that I'm proud of.
President Trump strongly encouraged Graham to seek a full term following her brother's sudden death. The GOP winner will face Democrat Dr. Annie Andrews this November. In Minnesota's Senate battle, progressive Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan beat moderate Congresswoman Angie Craig in the Democratic primary.
This campaign was about the many versus the money. Well, guess what? The many just won.
Flanagan will face Republican Michelle Tafoya, a former sportscaster, in this fall's high-profile contest to succeed retiring Democratic Senator Tina Smith.
In Minnesota, history will be made in November with two women vying to be the state's next governor. Democratic Senator Amy Klobuchar will face Republican State House Speaker Lisa Demuth, who defeated Trump-endorsed MyPillow founder Mike Lindell. Since the beginning of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, Poland has been one of Ukraine's biggest supporters. But over time, social, historical, and political tensions have tested Poland's and Ukraine's relationship. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp reports.
I speak to a lot of Ukrainian refugees. The first thing they tell me that they want to go back to Ukraine. When I ask them why, they say that the climate is really changing here.
Yuri Boyechko, CEO of the nonprofit Hope for Ukraine, says there's a shift in the relationship between Ukraine and its neighbor Poland.
Specifically with a new president that has Poland first policy, and a lot of, and that's reflecting in overall, mood in a society.
When we traveled to Poland in the early stages of the latest full-scale invasion, we saw and heard strong support for Ukraine from the Polish people. Phil Bednarczyk, the German Marshall Fund's Warsaw office director, says Poland has been one of Ukraine's largest supporters and still is. But social strains, historical grievances, and politics have raised tensions.
Years into the war, politics, elections, people on the street. This is also something that's tangible, starts to wear a little bit on Polish society, and provides, perhaps an opportunity for some politicians to point at some things that are extra cost or burdens on society.
Bednarczyk explains Ukrainians living and working in Poland have helped the Polish economy, and Ukraine's defense against Russia is a key buffer for Poland's security. Bednarczyk says next year's elections in Poland could gauge Polish-Ukrainian relations.
Poland, supports Ukraine in the war and wants to see Ukraine win this war. But also near the surface as well is some of the political and maybe insecurities and actual experience here about social experiences here about Ukrainians living in Poland that plants seeds in terms of a bit of insecurity.
In Washington, Rachel Knapp, WZMQ 19 News.
Still to come on your 19 News, skimmer scams have never been more advanced. We'll hear what to watch out for when we come back.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but thanks to Skyrizi and clearer skin, I'm all in. Most people saw 90% clearer skin from head to toe. Skyrizi is only 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home Community Calendar. The UP loves to be outdoors, running, fishing, hiking, biking. If it's happening outside, you want to be a part of it. And this little baby is what you need to be ready. It's local and 100% free, 24/7. WZMQ 19's news app can show you the best times to be out, what to wear, how to stay safe, whether to bring along the kids. It's your problem-solving power tool, the WZMQ 19 app, now playing on a phone near you.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics.
What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
Zucchini.
What do you call this?
Zucchini.
Looks like a cooked pickle.
How to raise children.
Get out of here!
Sexual freedom.
What kind of a problem have they got?
It's sexual.
Jeez.
Door cat. Goldfish.
Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
See what's bothering Archie.
All in the Family, Sundays from 8 to 10 on WZMQ Me TV. You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. Turning now to a warning about credit card skimmer crimes. There are those device scammers, installed wherever you might use your credit, debit, even EBT cards, stealing your money and information. Carter Evans, along with U.S. Secret Service agents, show us how tough it is to spot them and the best way to protect yourself.
Watch closely. It takes less than 2 seconds for this suspect to install a skimming device on a credit card terminal.
How you doing, sir? My name is Vince Porter. I work for Secret Service.
The Secret Service gave CBS News exclusive access as they search for skimmers across Los Angeles.
How much money do these scammers get from each of these skimmers?
It's believed they can get up to $1 million out of one of these devices.
They snap perfectly on credit card terminals and ATMs, collecting information to drain your account with every swipe.
We got one.
Analyst Vince Porter spotted this one right away.
But take a close look. It is very hard to tell. It's even got the holographic security sticker on there. This is actually a credit card skimmer here.
Agents had to pry it off. The sophisticated electronics hidden inside include a wireless transmitter.
They can just come outside and get the information from it.
True.
And you don't know how long this has been here?
No, not at all.
One of the biggest targets? EBT cards, used to distribute taxpayer-funded assistance to vulnerable families like Mary Bowens.
I can't even pay my rent. They took everything. They took it all from me.
Right now, there are more than 30 active federal investigations spanning 15 states, and the Secret Service estimates this crime costs more than $1 billion every year. EBT cards attract criminals because every month a single account can receive thousands from multiple federal and state programs.
Food stamps, maybe Section 8 housing payments, all of that goes on the same card.
Correct, yes. It's a one-stop crime.
The Secret Service tells us organized international crime rings are usually behind these schemes, and these devices are so sophisticated most people will never see them, and that's why you should always use the tap-to-pay function, because it's the most secure.
There's a boom in young adults hanging back to live with their parents as so many in America face affordability challenges. The good news is that many of them do have jobs and may be working to save money. But as Jill Schlesinger explains, this living arrangement needs some financial ground rules.
A new report shows a record 25.2 million adult children aged 35 and under live with their parents in 2025. That's 1/3 of young adults 18 to 35, and it's more than at any other point on record, and that includes during the pandemic. If you count yourself among one of these millions, it's important for parents to have honest conversations with their adult children about expectations and to set ground rules up front. Establish a clear move-out target date. Even if you don't meet that date, both sides should agree to revisit 60 days prior. Next, decide whether the young adult will pay rent or contribute to utilities and groceries, even if it's just a token amount. Consider putting the arrangement in writing to build in some accountability. For the young adult, use this time wisely to develop good habits. Keep track of your finances and allocate some money for short-term needs like the move-out fund, or intermediate term needs like paying off your student loans, and long-term needs, like contributing to a retirement plan if there's a match.
August is Children's Eye Health and Safety Month, putting the spotlight on protecting children's vision and the health of their eyes. Pediatric ophthalmologists are reminding parents now is the time to get kids' eyes checked as they head back to the classroom. Michael George has more.
Madison Kimitek is doing some work over the summer to get ready for second grade, so she needs her glasses.
K-P-E.
Madison's astigmatism was detected a couple years ago in a routine eye exam. Her mom brings her for checkups every year.
To make sure her eyes are healthy, that she's able to see in school and other activities.
Dr. Kenneth Sorkin with Optum Long Island Pediatric Ophthalmology recommends children have a comprehensive eye exam annually to detect vision problems early.
Children's vision is responsible for approximately 80% of all learning. So if a child can't see well, they can often be misdiagnosed as attention deficit or learning disabled even. When you look at older kids, visual performance is uniquely linked to academic performance.
4, 2, 8.
He's concerned about the growing problem of myopia or nearsightedness.
Children being introduced for close vision a lot earlier in life, and they're spending a lot of time on their screens. They're also outdoors a lot less. The recommendation is every 20 to 25 minutes, put their screens down, look far away for at least a minute.
Madison's vision is stable.
The key thing we're watching for Maddie is to make sure that the nearsighted portion of her prescription doesn't advance. Holding reading material, Madison, right? You don't want to hold it super close.
And Dr. Sorkin reminds his patients at the end of every visit.
You are the boss of your eyeballs. So if you notice any trouble with your vision, I want you to tell mom or dad, you let them know and you come see me. All right, fantastic. Good job.
And now all eyes are on a successful school year.
Children may not be able to articulate if they're experiencing a vision problem, so parents can look out for some signs such as rubbing eyes or blinking a lot, headaches, and an eye turning in or out. Punk rock group Green Day is taking their success to Hollywood with the new film Nimrods, while girl group Cat's Eye gives fans a behind-the-scenes look at their musical milestones. Gwen Baumgartner has tonight's entertainment headlines.
Cat's Eye is becoming one of the biggest girl groups in the world with 2 Grammy nominations and an upcoming 3rd EP. Today they're out with a documentary about their rapid rise to stardom.
How did we get to this point so quickly?
Cat's Eye Wild Hearts incorporates band interviews, never-before-seen footage, and a behind-the-scenes look at their success. It was directed by Nadia Hallgren.
It means everything to me that this film is opening in theaters and that people are going to be able to have a community experience and be able to laugh and cry together and have fun and do all the stuff that movie theaters are meant to do.
Cat's Eye Wild Hearts is in select theaters now. Here's a look at the first official trailer for Verity, the best-selling novel turned movie starring Anne Hathaway and Dakota Johnson. This psychological thriller follows 2 authors whose lives become dangerously intertwined, unraveling a dark web of obsession and deception. Verity heads to theaters in October. Rocker trio Green Day is turning their sights from the stage to the big screen, taking roles in the new film Nimrods, a movie that follows 3 high school friends trying to find musical success with their band. It's something Green Day knows a bit about.
We come from nowhere and we had nothing to lose and we wanted to go out and, take over the world, which if that meant playing for 6 people, that's great. If it lands at 60,000 later on, that's still great.
Rock out with Nimrods in theaters Friday.
Now stay tuned, your final look at weather after this.
We started back in 1913. Grandfather would go from door to door on a cart selling dry goods. It's great seeing people actually come in saying, my grandfather waited on you. We offer a wide selection of La-Z-Boy recliners, Smith Brothers Amish furniture. We also offer a wide selection of appliances, all with free delivery, and we'll set it up where you'd like. Being able to help the customer and satisfy what they're looking for in their house, making it the place that they want to be, has been one of the most rewarding things.
The UP State Fair returns to Escanaba August 17th through the 23rd, and it's bigger, better, and more exciting than ever. From thrilling rides to mouthwatering food to championship livestock shows and toe-tapping grandstand entertainment, there's something for everyone at Michigan's only State Fair. Don't miss a moment. August 17th through 23rd at the UP State Fairgrounds in Escanaba. Visit upstatefair.net for schedules, tickets, and more. WZMQ TV19 is proud to be a reserved champion sponsor of the UP State Fair.
I am stunned. The Golden Girls are on MeTV.
Are you trying to tell us
that you are stunned.
See the always stunning Blanche, Rose, Dorothy, and Sophia.
Why is everyone looking at me?
Weeknights on MeTV 19.1.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
Automakers never stop thinking about your safety. When they discover a safety defect, they issue a safety recall and cover the cost of repairs. It doesn't matter how old your vehicle is or if you're not the original owner. All you need to do is bring it in. Do your part by checking for safety recalls at checktoprotect.org.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News. And a final check of your forecast where you can leave the rain gear at home. It is going to be a very nice pattern that we have in favor of a lot of those outdoor activities because we have lots of sunshine for tomorrow. May have some of that patchy fog that's been kind of a lingering thing through this week, but we should be okay on that in the morning. Just mostly sunny skies and cooler, at least for the northern portions of the Upper Peninsula with those northern winds. So places like Eagle Harbor out to Lawrence here in Marquette and through Newberry going to be on the cooler side, just into the 70s, mid-70s, closer to that 80s range once we get to the southern UP. But everyone will get the sunshine and we will keep the rain out of the mix, not only for the next 48 hours, but extending through the weekend. Won't be an absolute 0%. You may get a stray raindrop just when you get that dense cloud cover, but at least won't be an issue for tomorrow. Keep that seasonal mixed sky for Saturday. Should keep the sunshine into Monday. Maybe some of those showers mix in from Tuesday and Wednesday back into Monday, but tune in tomorrow for another look at your forecast.
Kelly, thanks again. And finally tonight, feel the need for speed? Well, check this out. That's a hydrogen-powered vehicle topping 400 miles an hour at Utah's famous Salt Flats, setting a new world record for its class. Behind the wheel was retired Royal Air Force pilot Andy Green from the UK, who calls it a new breed of race car.
Hydrogen-powered, zero carbon, including to countries that don't have oil and gas. You can make hydrogen if you've got electricity, and if you have sunshine and water and a solar panel, you can make your own hydrogen and fuel these things.
Green is no stranger to speed. Back in 1997, he became the first person to drive a car faster than the speed of sound, hitting 763 miles an hour. That's all for tonight, everyone. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 6/5 Central. Have a great night.
Andersen brand products are #1 in quality, and the Window Store is your local Andersen expert for installation and service of all Andersen windows and doors. From showroom to your home. Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers